This is Deckard6, and welcome back to Game Dev Tycoon. We're going to be looking at another set of mods today. I'm going to be doing the Camalot mod, doing the one-man machine setting, and I will be including the finance mod, so I can see exactly how much money I'm making and how my games react to each other. It figured to be a neat little addition. You also might notice full screen mode. Ooh, I finally have a second monitor set up, so I can go into the big screen. We need a company name. It's going to be the one-man video game. Oh, it doesn't fit. Well, I guess we're just going to call it one-man machine. And, of course, it's going to be Buddy, everyone's favorite. It's in the advanced options, we can set ourselves to different abilities under Camalot. We can either be design heavy, technology heavy, or just better overall. We can set to one-man machine, and we can also set our starting money. We're just going to be doing the default starting money. I'm interested in seeing how that affects the one-man machine experience. We will be importing our hints. We will be overwriting company name, the test game. Finance options right out of the way. Cost graph, balance graph, cash graph, historic market share. Huh. No pages in our finance book. Okay, we'll look at that more when we have some games. So let's start with a game. Movies, cyberpunk, time travel. It looks like the basic topic list. I'm not 100% sure if new topics are added in this. So let's go through them in order, shall we? Movies, simulation. Simulation, let's go on the PC. It's apparently slightly better with simulation. A movie simulation game. It will be Hollywood on Ice. You're trying to make movies that are entirely those stupid skating shows. I remember so many of those stupid, like, come see your favorite characters when I was a kid. Ugh. Why were those a thing? They parodied them, they parodied them quite well in some shows. I remember Reptar on Ice and Rugrats. That made me giggle, and to some degree still makes me giggle today. Just the complete ridiculousness of a kids show being done as this serious ice theater. Was that ever really a popular thing, or was it just a thing that people thought was popular? Now I don't know. Oh well. If it was popular, it's consigned to the past now, and good riddance to it. This game will be its last little nail in the coffin. There will never again be another On Ice show after this thing flops. Now, it doesn't look like it's actually gonna flop, but 10 and no 12? That's pretty good. Hey, and we got sequels already. That's interesting. We're gonna wait until we get the game report. There we go. Just to make it so we take a little bit longer before our next game comes out. I don't want to push off our previous game. Alright, we're scoring okay-ish. 6.676. Yeah, that's pretty much average for a first game. Nothing special there. First week in sales, shucks howdy. Fans! Who would buy this piece of crap? Do we have any special research options, new topic, custom engine, sequels is super cheap. We're not going to use that right now. Develop a new game, new topic, cyberpunk, RPG. They're both the same with RPGs, so we'll go for the G64. This will be the one mechanically armed man instead of the one-armed man. So you got a guy with one arm replaced with his cyborg arm, and sort of a detective novel thing going on. We're hunting for the one mechanically armed man. I actually have never seen the movie where they refer to it's not me, it's the one-armed man. I've seen all kinds of references to it, but never the original movie. It's one of those things where the cultural impact continues even if you've never seen the original thing. Though I'm assuming people today still get the reference. Maybe I'm just really old. Not that old. They made the reference in The Mask, but then again, The Mask was probably like 20 years ago now, so I'm probably really old. Alright, it's looking a little better than our last one, but that's ultimately our goal. Steady, small, consistent improvement. That's how you make money in Game Dev Tycoon. I'm under the impression that with one-man machine mode, you're eventually going to fall behind. You're no longer going to be able to keep up. It's sort of an inevitability. But you can try as long as you can to keep up. And we'll probably end up doing that. We'll probably do a few episodes, see if we can keep ourselves going, see where we fall out, or whether it just keeps going into the distance. See if we're facing defeat at all after like 3 episodes. And we're going to be chugging through these games and topics. Because we're going to be making, you know, our really short development cycle of only a few months. Alright. Cyberpunk RPG, great combination. Excellent. One of the next things we're going to do is we're going to research... No, we can't do custom engine yet. Okay. Develop a new game. So let's say we can do custom engine and start getting some new bonuses. We're going to do time travel. We're going to do action. I'm pretty sure action works good on both of them. I actually don't know about the G64. Let's find out. We already had Time Cop and Time Cop 2, the buddy movie. We need a reboot. Time Detective. Going with the general detective theme so far for these games, except for Hollywood on Ice. Ugh. The less said about that, the better, though. Engine's important, story and quest not. Go! I'm hoping we can get the tech bonus we need for this. That's the main thing I'm worried about with action games this early, is getting the tech required. Dialogue all the way down, artificial intelligence all the way up. Though the numbers in this just aren't looking super fantastic yet. Yeah, 5s and 7s, not what I'm looking for, even this stage of the game. We should be looking for a 15 in our highest, and we're just not gonna see that with this one. Perhaps action and G64 just don't work. That's the biggest X factor I have in this combination. Still, it wasn't the one I was making with my new engine, so I wasn't super psyched about it. Huh. I like this. That you get a chance of improving your things for making. This might be a one-man machine specialty. I haven't played Camalot in a large thing yet, but I like the idea of being able to improve your stats at least a small amount by making games. And this appears how we're going to be raising our stats over the course of the one-man machine. It's just making games and getting those small stat boosts. Alright, this is a decidedly mediocre game, but not as bad as I actually feared it was going to be. Good thing is, we have the research now to make our engine. Alright, hopefully we can find out a little bit more about G64 in action. Engine seems very important. Well, good work, buddy. It wasn't exactly what I wanted, but it was something. Custom game engine, go! I believe we have school as our next one. A school simulation will probably be our next one. It's not going to be an actual sequel to Doki Doki High, like we had in one of my previous series, but my roommate suggested a great... So we're going to create the custom engine real quick. One-man engine. My roommate suggested a great name for the sequel to Doki Doki High. Unfortunately, it never got made. So we're going to make Doki Doki Toki Doki High. Try to say that 6 times fast. Doki doki toki doki toki do... Yeah, see? It doesn't work. I'm not entirely sure of the Japanese meaning of that one, so I'm trusting that he's not getting me something grossly inappropriate. Alright, develop our new game. We are going to make a school. Actually, let's just do a school RPG. Because we know that works so well. For the G64, using our one-man engine, called Doki Doki Toki Doki High. There we go, with graphics version 2. Alright, buddy, let's make this one shine. Starting quest go up, engine goes down, linear story, save game, go. It occurs to me that small games, our feature budget is going to get really tight. Or are we eventually going to be able to make medium-sized games with just Buddy? I'm not entirely sure how One Man Machine goes. We'll find out. Basically, what I'm thinking of this right now is Buddy's tired of working with other people and getting things and making money, and is just wanting to make some games. He's traveled back in time with his billions upon billions of dollars that he's made from time travel. Interview. I wasn't really aware. I didn't pay enough attention to that. It looks like it might just be a new event in general, or it might be something specific to One Man Machine with a small local company reference. Doodaloo, doodaloo. Hit it with those graphics, and it's giving us some hype. And this is a good one to hype on. We've got our new engine. Our points are looking really good. Yeah, this one looks like a good one to hype, even if that hype is only 3. Let's see what our scores end up being. New records for everything. Ooh, new research. Buddy, we'll get you to some research in game tutorials. And let's see our reviews. Oh yeah, 10s here we come. Okay, 8s. 8s are still... They're not 10s, but they're also not 7s. And the same cannot be said for 7s not being 7s. For 7 is 7. I'm rambling to fill the time of this going through. Let's take a look at our finance book. We can actually compare how we're doing. Gross incomes for various months. Interesting. Interesting. Balance up, balance down. Aha! Graph types. Our income graph. Monthly. Here we go. Yeah, you can see the spikes of our various games so far and the time we've spent doing our engine. Interesting. Very interesting. I just like having some graphs to look at. Balance graph? Is this... our income versus our expenditures. Interesting. And that's our baseline of 70,000. So right now we're down below our baseline of 70,000. Graphs! I'm probably going to have this just because I'm a bit of a graph nerd. I enjoy looking at my analytics and that kind of stuff. We'll take a look at how that graph changes once Doki Doki's been out for a while. Next up is Game Report. After that, we're going to have to start researching some new topics. Surprise hit with players. There's no surprise about it. Doki Doki Toki Doki was destined for success. Alright. Research. New topic. Zombies. Brains. Alright, we're definitely doing a zombie game next. I think it's going to be, since it's going to be for the tests, I think, we're going to make it sort of cutesy. We don't actually have target audiences yet, which kind of works for the best here. Zombies. Action.
Tess. One man. Blaines for zombies? I want Blaines! Please give Blaines for zombies. And I'm picturing the zombies sort of always talking like that, and they're only a threat if two of them stand on top of each other to try to nom your head because they're so small. It'll be adorable! Big little puppy dog anime eyes. Alright. Doki Doki Toki Doki's off the market. Let's look at our balance graph. Alright. According to this... I'm not sure what this is actually showing. Let's look at our cash graph then. This is also showing us going steadily down. Oh, because it's not based on our initial start, though. Ah, interesting. Artificial intelligence. Dialogues are super not important. All they're saying is Blaines! Blaines for zombies? Rather than actually having anything really important to say. But they're gonna have to be relatively intelligent as they're chasing players around the, probably isometric field. I'd love to have this be multiplayer, where you just have a couple of guys running around shooting the, zombies with probably Nerf guns and knocking them over so they start just crying on the ground. It'll be adorable! Wow, we're getting too much design for this. It's supposed to be an action game. Well, that's something. Come on, buddy. It's new records, so it's hopeful on it. It's not a great combination in these things, but it's got something. Research will do the mono sound. What's this? Oh yes, reviews for Brains for Zombies. Still looking at some good reviews. 8. 6. This is sort of spread, unlike the last few, which were all consistent. A couple of 6s are not really helpful there. Not gonna do as well. I'm noticing our cash really isn't going up significantly. We're floating still, so it might be that kind of thing associated with the race. Alright. We don't need a game report on Brains for Zombies right now. We do need a new topic is what we need. Let's see. Research. New topic. Prison. Was prison really a genre until Prison Architect came in? I suppose there was the Riddick game, Escape from Butcher Bay, that was widely regarded to be even better than the Riddick movies. So, I guess those are the only two ones I can really think of with the prison genre. Yeah, that's the only ones I can really think of. Prison Architect and Escape from Butcher's Bay. We're gonna put out a prison simulation on the G64 using our one-man engine. Actually, no, we're gonna make our new engine using our new things. Create custom engine, throw in game tutorials, throw in mono sound. 2-man engine. This one's giving us the strength of 2 men! Now I'm gonna rehydrate, taking a sip of my worst Mountain Dew ever. How does Mountain Dew end up being the worst Mountain Dew ever? Well, I'll tell you. Fountain Mountain Dew. Not even just the fact that it's light on syrup. I usually... Hold on. Okay, this is the announcement of... Yep, target audience. Yeah, not even just its fountain. I usually mix lemonade and Diet Mountain Dew, and this turns into a beautiful concoction, the nectar of life after my morning walk. The fricking lemonade one had no syrup in it whatsoever, or whatever they used for mixing it. It was just bland nothing. We're gonna research target audience, I think, real quick. There we go. It was bland nothing. So all I ended up doing was diluting my dew down to virtually nothing. It's like a drink if you put too much ice in it,
and then let the ice melt, and then just end up sort of with the diluted version of what you started with. Prison, mature, simulation on the G64 using the two-man engine, and it's going to be Warden. Warden Architect? Reference to Prison Architect. I kind of want to play that. I haven't actually played it yet, but everything I've seen about it looks good. My experience with... Secret Simulation... My experience with... Uh-oh. We might need to take a loan already. How long can we keep going? Okay, run this. Yes, well, we made some mediocre games, so we're not just running on our best games here. This will cost us another 10,000. I think we'll be good. We'll be just under 50,000 when we hear Media Inquiry. We'll give her an interview. But yeah, my experience with early access games has been generally positive, but it's been more positive in the fact that the ones I've done, like Don't Starve, have developed well and gotten released as full products, and the full products have been really good. I remember starting playing Don't Starve and being like, wow, this feels really directionless. I wonder if it's just because it's early access. Well, sure enough, it was. It's still mostly, hey, our design ability's got up. Too bad that's not what we really need right now. Reviews for Warden Architect. 7. Come on, we need more than 7 if we're going to pull ourselves out of the hole. 8. And 7. 7.5. Well, we're not going to go broke yet. We are going to really quick research a new topic because we need something. Superhero action. That'll work great. We pulled ourselves back up into positive income again. I'd really suck if this went out under the first episode. That would be really, really lame. Actually, we're going to superhero action young on the TES. I know TES isn't that great for action, but it's got a huge market share, and superhero is probably really great with young. And it's going to be DC versus Marvel. Really, the game everyone wants. No one really cares about Marvel versus Capcom. I mean, okay, yes, it's a decent fighting game, but everyone really wants to take your DC superheroes and hit them against your Marvel superheroes. But no one will be able to agree on the balance in the game. That would be one of the biggest problems. Alright, Master V, I generally just don't care about you. I've only used you when publishers want me to. Alright. More action game. More action game! Oh, come on, buddy. Stop scratching your head. I wish my bank would let me go $50,000 in debt before they really started complaining. Like, oh, you, $50,000? Well, as long as you get back up in the next few months, it'll be fine. No, it's like, oh, you're at 0? Well, here's fines. Well, I also suppose I'm not making $200,000 over the course of the next year. $200,000 over in the bank. Suppose if I had Bunny's money-making powers. Okay, we got more, This is not a top-of-the-line game, it looks like. No actual new records. The balance is right. Speed by 9, okay. Research a new topic. Sci-fi. DC versus Marvel. Apparently I'm trying to make a balanced comic book action game. We just made one that was bland and uninteresting. That's disappointing. Still, we're only selling a few thousand units. Ugh. Well, Buddy's getting stat ups. And we've we've got new topics. I think we'll call it here. We've managed to make it through at least one episode without dying so far. Well, not dying, going bankrupt. Let's see how long we can make this one-man machine continue.